Alfredo Ortiz is the CEO of Job Creators Network. They do magnificent work in making the public aware of what tax cuts can do for the economy. Alfredo, welcome back to the Dennis Prager Show.
Dennis, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
So I will begin with that question. And I don't know if you remember it. I don't know if you're old enough to remember it.
I remember it all too well.
Okay.
Economy stupid. Yes,
right.
Indeed. And you know what, Dennis? It still holds true today. And but the problem, though, that we have, frankly, I don't think existed back then, is this liberal media and just an incredible heavy bias, and on the social media front as well, that's just so hard to break through, which is why we have TaxCutsWork.com campaign going, to be able to make sure that the American public hears the truth and hears it consistently and constantly, because right now that drumbeat has to keep happening. And I know, Dennis, there's been conversations. I've seen some of the pundits out there saying, it's time for them to back away. They're going to back away from the tax message and worry about trade and all this other stuff. I would double down and triple down on the tax cut message, because paychecks are getting bigger. Small businesses are starting to grow. They're starting to invest back in their economy. So in the words of Bill Clinton, it's the economy stupid still.
So explain to me then, is this a function, this is almost entering the philosophical realm, is it a function of people believe the media more than they believe their own life? What is that old, what are you going to trust your own lying eyes? Remember that phrase? I mean, people are benefiting rather significantly from the tax cuts, and here you are correctly trying to tell them, hey, hello, do you understand why you're making more money, why you're paying fewer taxes, why you've got a bonus? What gives here?
You know what it is? I think what's happening is, again, because the liberal media has been so consistently trying to block the positive messages that are coming through. You know, you got Nancy Pelosi, in her San Francisco, manor in her district, right? They're calling, $2,000 bonuses, crumbs, et cetera. Armageddon, all this stuff. They're hearing that messaging, but the problem now for them, and this is where I think they made a very big political error, the problem for them is that people are just starting now to see the paychecks go up, right? Because a lot of these tax tables and stuff that really didn't take into effect until March, so they're just starting to see that. But actually, the worst problem about that is then for those who are seeing their paychecks go up, in many cases, they don't actually understand why they're going up, because their employers, for example, haven't actually explained that to them. We're encouraging employers, please tell them why their paychecks are going up.
This is painful.
It's because of the tax cut. And that's what's happening. I think that's why you're seeing the polls too, Dennis. Now I think it's like 54% of the American public agrees in the tax cut.
Alfredo, I have to tell you, it's a little depressing. People are getting more money, and what do they think? It's manna from heaven? What does it even mean? I have to explain to you. What are they thinking?
I think what's happened is we're in such an environment now where people are becoming so desensitized to all this fake news. And, is it fake news? Is it real news? They're getting so desensitized. But I do know, working with our small business owners, and as you know, Dennis, this is our third year being on the road. We're going to hit almost 50 states again this year, going across the country talking to small business owners. But what I know from talking to the employees of these small business owners, they do trust their small business owners of these businesses. And it really is incumbent on them to talk to them about it, because I think the American public has become so desensitized to the quote-unquote news that's out there. Unfortunately, only a few folks like yourself and others are actually talking about the truth. And we just need more and more folks to talk about it. Again, the TaxCutsWork.com campaign that we've got on there, that's what it's all about, right? It's going across the country, explaining to people and helping people understand and connect the dots. That paycheck the increase in that paycheck that you got, it's because of the tax cut piece. And it's so critical for us to be able to get that message out.
I've been pushing that people go to TaxCutsWork.com, TaxCutsWork.com. What happens when they go there?
Yeah, so thank you. When they go there, they'll actually, first of all, find out the real truth about what's happening in the country, how people are benefiting. We know that already, I think it's over 4.2 million employees have benefited from these tax cuts in some way, shape, or form. We talked about that. We're also generating real-life stories of individuals and small business owners that are talking about how they've benefited from that, and really being able to get this issue out so that it's discussed going into the midterm elections, so that the actual facts are being listened to and understood. And I do believe, Dennis, in the end, that this tax cut campaign message, the tax cut message overall for anybody running for office on the Republican side, I would keep on hitting that, and again, doubling down and tripling down. I think you're starting to see, again, some of the Democrat, quote-unquote, consultants out there saying, nope, they need to walk away. They need to focus on, because, and you know why they're advising that to the Republicans? Because they know that message could actually work and will be the difference between the House maintaining Republicans or Democrat and going over Pelosi, which, by the way, as you know all too well, and your listeners should know this, they have already promised that if they take that control over, they will repeal the tax.
Yes, exactly.
Less money for them and their paychecks.
That's right. All right, my friend, you're doing really important work, and we need to help him do this work. Go to taxcutswork.com. You're not asked for money. You're just asked to fight, to really enable him to fight. And that's a big deal. Taxcutswork.com. Alfredo Ortiz is doing great work. We shall